All right. Can I get everyone's appearances just so we're clear on the record?
Morning, Denzale, Portz from the state.
Good morning, Honor. Tom Erickson and Lance Maningo on behalf of Brady Queen, present in custody.
Who's for, who do we have for Washington?
Donald Green on behalf of Mr. Washington, he is present in custody, Your Honor.
And for Mr. Lee?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Lance Hendron on behalf of Mr. Lee, who's present in custody.
And for Mr. Cavitt?
Jeff Nicholson, Your Honor, not here, him in custody.
And for Mr. Butler? Okay. Last time we were here, it seemed like this was going to have to be continued. Did you guys discuss dates?
We have not discussed dates yet, Your Honor.
Are you still moving, Mr. Erickson, are you still moving to continue?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Green?
We join in the motion to continue, Your Honor.
Mr. Hendron?
Join.
Mr. Nicholson?
Join.
Mr. Klaus? Okay. Mr. Portz, what's your position regarding motion to continue? Mr. Klaus is very new on the case. Mr. Erickson is fairly new on the case. There is a lot of discovery.
We'll be prepared to proceed, but we understand the court's inclined to continue at this point in time.
I find there is good cause to continue. Have you guys discussed dates?
We have not yet, Your Honor.
We were discussing maybe getting on an email chain with understanding some dates that are available for the court, and then we can find a few dates that work for both parties, and maybe.
So do you want me to give you a few dates and then maybe see if you guys can meet and confirm? We can get a date on?
I think that'd be easiest with the number of parties involved.
Do you think you could meet and confirm like in the hall, or do you need like another date then? Because,
I know Mr. Maningo needs to get to federal court, but
okay.
we can come back at the calendar call date and just change it to a status check.
We'll make, okay, so I'm going to vacate the jury trial date of 7/8. We'll leave this for calendar call of 6/25. At that date, I do need everyone to tell me when they'd actually be ready to go. And then, what kind of dates were you looking at, Mr. Erickson?
Your Honor, from our perspective, probably the first of next year, realistically, with how much discovery there is.
Okay, let's look for, we'll be looking at either January 21st or January 27th. And then after that, things get pricier, but I will give you guys preference, because if you want to get this tried, and there's so many of you. So if you
January
guys,
27th would be preferable to the defense of Antonion, Washington, Your Honor.
does that work for you guys?
Your Honor, no, we
Okay.
have Christine Sanchez, which is another capital murder case.
Okay, I'm
set
gonna ask
on
you
that
guys to
same
meet
date.
and confer and come up with dates.
I
I'm
know,
not gonna
I'm
do
sorry,
this.
I know.
It'll take a while.
Okay, all right, so you guys get on an email chain, talk about that. I'm vacating all the trial dates, and we'll be back for a trial resetting on 6/25. So that takes care of pages, Mr. Washington, make page 5, Mr. Lee, page 6, Mr. Cavitt, page 7, and Mr. Butler, page 8. All right, anything else on those matters?
You coming back in January?
You're coming back in June.
Oh.
They're looking at January trial dates, so talk to your attorney about that. All right. Anything else from those parties?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Yes?
We're finishing the motion to reinstate out of bail.
Okay.
I need the court to forbear, continue to forbear, voiding the bond.
Okay, so we will continue, the bond is still not voided at this time, although I intend to do that at some point, so that this family will get it back. We'll just put in the minutes, still not voided, and then as soon as you file a motion, that'll put it back on. Okay,
Thank you again, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, for Ms. Queen and her bail motion, could we address that, if that's okay with the state
yes, that
also?
was my next step.
On 6/25, there might be some new information that I could provide to the court.
Our preference would be to address it today, and if they would raise new information through a motion down the road, that's fine, but it's nothing in the state, we'd like to go for it.
Can you give me a preview of what sort of information you're talking about?
It's relative to the proof being evident in the presumption, correct? And we have,
So you haven't done an opposition,
correct.
I'll give you guys 2 weeks to do that. We're gonna do argument on this no matter what in 2 weeks, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
That'll be June 11th at 9 a.m.
And because I'm giving you this opportunity, if you guys could please do it in writing so that I can consider it and fully make a decision, or, be apprised of everything
Yes,
my
Your Honor.
decision is.
That
Okay,
would
thanks,
be,
guys.
thank
We'll
you.
see you guys back, just Ms. Queen back in 2 weeks. Everyone else will see you back on the 25th.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.